Greetings and welcome to Top Songs, the show where we get together and give you our unasked for top songs. This week we are doing Weezer. Weezer is a Patreon pick thanks to So Fucking Rad.
Yeah.
So we appreciate your support and you're a son of a gun, let me tell you. 14 albums is a lot of albums. But so we're going to do our top songs.
Oh, we did it.
We did it. There you go. And that was everyone's number one right there.
I don't want no scrubs.
With me today, an American gigolo, Jason. And also, he will haunt you, Tim.
And he's living the good life, Joe.
There you go.
See, I gave you a Pinkerton reference, even though you didn't put it number one.
Well, everyone put Blue number one because you just held up that record. We saw.
That wasn't Blue. That's Teal. That's Teal.
Yeah, he actually held up the Teal album.
Did he? It looks blue to me. These old eyes saw blue. All right. So as you can see, we are missing. Is that blue? Yeah. There you go.
There you go.
Blue and blue. I mean, that's two of the same album.
So when they do the remix album, will it be the Seafoam Green album?
Ooh, I don't know. They need to make an orange album.
They've got a yellow.
Yeah, yellow.
Yeah.
Orange.
The yellow is blue.
Need a purple album. Nothing but Prince covers.
Ooh. I'm liking everything we're hearing here, except that it has Weezer involved with it. And,
Rivers, call us, Rivers.
Yeah, we've got your back. Tim can produce. Jason and I can be your idea men. I'm a hell of a hype man in the background.
Get some hand claps going.
Yeah. As you'll notice, Ed is not with us. Ed is on sabbatical. He may or may not be on a safari in Africa riding lions. We're not sure. You can't prove it otherwise. So there you go.
Maybe it's like the Toto song. Tie that in the Weezer.
There you go. We talked about how this is a Patreon, your Patreon video for this month as far as So Fucking Rad picking it. But you can also join our Patreon. We have a bronze, silver, and gold level. Silver and above get an exclusive video. Your gold level gets to pick an artist, and if there are enough of you, we will randomly select one of you and do your pick. Currently,
and you get exclusive videos. I think our next one's going to be top cover songs, favorite cover songs.
Ooh, that'll be interesting.
Yeah, I think that'll be a lot of fun. Can't wait for that. I think that's going to be a blast. I already have at least one in mind.
I don't have a clue.
I've got one of them that I really, really enjoy for a cover. It is not Shine Down Simple Man, Ed.
Shots fired!
That's right.
It's Alien Ant Farm's Smooth Criminal.
Oh, God.
Or Weezer's Africa.
I like Alien Ant Farm Smooth Criminal.
No, come on.
It's pretty good.
I don't know. I heard that on the radio today, and I had to ask myself what year it was.
Yeah.
I've never had to break out my sign in the introduction there, Joe.
You've been touched by an introduction. Housekeeping, join our Discord. Subscribe to us here on YouTube. We have a lot of fun watching YouTube for subscriptions. It's kind of a thing that we do. Jason informs me every day how many we have gone up or down.
Yeah, you could be number 64 if you subscribe right now.
Right this second. Now, you won't see this video for,
about a month.
Weeks, but hopefully you're, 164. That's our goal. So, yeah, those are fun things. So, this is Top Songs. We are going to give you our top songs by Weezer. And we're going to start off with the random pick.
I've got Sofa Keen's here. It's hidden behind our logo. So as we do ours, I'll drag it down and we'll show his picks.
Well, let's get his first pick then to get us started.
Like
all right, let's see. Sofa King's first pick was Hash Pipe.
Okay.
Ooh, excellent choice. So is that number 5 or number 1? I can't.
Number 5.
That's number 5. I double checked with him because his number 1 and 5, I was like, are you telling me Hash Pipe's better than this song? He's like, no, it's the other way around. So
okay, cool. Sure.
Perfect. Tim, give us your number 5.
Okay, so my number 5 is going to be El Scorcho.
You son of a bitch.
Almost didn't make the list. I almost had another song that was going to do it, but I went, no, I need to get something from Pinkerton on there, and I think El Scorcho is just a fun song. Yeah, that's my number 5. I got no real notes on any of these, other than probably the first or the top 3.
You okay down there?
Bless me.
Were you
I
muted for that?
Yeah, I
Okay.
muted myself. So hopefully, if not, you all got to enjoy some sneezes. Yeah, I have no idea where we were. We were sneezing.
Oh,
We
yeah.
were frozen.
You
Yeah, we
snow.
had some technical difficulties. I don't know where we skipped off, but my number 5 song is El Scorcho. No real reason other than it's a song you need to listen to.
It's fun. It's a fun song. Jason, number 5.
Like I said in the other video, they could all be Blue or Pinkerton, but I'm gonna try and spread it out a little bit. I'm gonna go with Ain't Got Nobody
That's a good one.
because I'm giving this one a top song spot because it ended the string of bad, mediocre albums. It's a fresh start. Again, the spoken word. I had another nightmare. Go back to sleep, honey. Everything will be all right in the end. Just brings a smile to my face. It's like an apology. Everything's gonna be okay. We're getting a good Weezer album. The melody changes, and I'm living all alone. Nobody at home. It's hard to fall asleep. I really start to freak. Like it starts building up. Da-na-na-na-na. It's just a really good Weezer song, and it's the first really good Weezer song that I had heard in a long time. So I'm giving
That's
it
a solid choice.
My number 5 is going to be Grapes of Wrath off of OK Human. I'm a sucker for references, especially book references, and I really, really enjoy this album. So, kind of like Jason Tim said, I want to spread the love a little bit. My top 5 could come off of the Blue album and the Pinkerton.
See how you had to add Pinkerton in there. Sorry. You see,
shots fired. I can do. I mean, we can do top 10 songs off of Pinkerton and Blue album. You could probably do more than top 10 songs off there. So I'm trying to spread the love a little bit and not get too far away from where we go there. So
you're not gonna get crazy and put Can't Stop Partying on there.
We're not gonna get that.
I got to change my notes real quick.
We're not gonna get that crazy.
All right.
I just changed one that I was gonna put on earlier. We'll see how that goes.
Let's see what Sofa King Rad picked. Dun, 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 dun. El Scorcho.
El Scorcho.
El Scorcho, yeah.
I didn't see number 3, so you're good.
Good.
All right, so Jason, give us your number 4.
Well, I guess it actually kind of works out because mine was El Scorcho too, so I could talk about it.
I didn't put us where we need to be. Hang on, through the magic of not editing, we're gonna put you here.
Hey, look, this is our 30-something video. If they don't know who we are yet, then
you here. There we go. Ta-da!
All right, this song is so fun, musically, lyrically, everything about it. How this was not a huge song for them in 1996 just blows my mind. You got the Green Day references. I asked you to go to the Green Day concert. You said you never heard of them. How cool is that? How cool is that? After the chorus, the song just completely changes tempo and becomes this fast rocker. It's so good. Got to listen to El Scorcho.
For sure.
Absolutely.
Sofa King's note says El Scorcho is good. I just made that up. I don't know.
I thought El Scorcho was a B-side for a hot minute because of it, exactly what you said, how it wasn't like a blown-up song. And I was like, surely this isn't like a normal song off their album, or it would be a huge hit.
Wasn't that the single?
Yeah, there was a single for it. They made a video for it, and Rivers and the director fought or something. They fired the director, then Rivers took over the directing it, and it bombed.
Good song, though.
Yeah, it's a great.
In 1996, this is like, what was that? Green Day, Insomniac. Green Day was pretty big in '94.
Oh yeah, they're huge.
Mm-hmm. You would think like this.
Foo Fighters would have been on Everlong at this point.
Yeah. This is right before Marilyn Manson came out and did some things, and
I'm going to do for my number 4. Take Control off of Maladroit.
Let me scroll way over here.
You might as well just keep these up for scrolling, of course.
Yeah.
Um, I really, really like this song, and is this a single off of Mildred? I swear I heard it. Or
I don't think so. I think Keep Fishing and
what was the other nose? Something nose.
Dope Nose, yeah, was
Yeah,
a
Dope
single.
I don't know. Maybe this is the song that I listen to the most whenever my couple of playthroughs back in, 2000. What is this? 3?
Is it already 2003?
Yeah, 2001 was green, so this is either 3 or 4. I thought.
Maladroit was. Let me scroll over here.
2002.
Yeah,
Oh,
2002.
But this is just a great song. I love. It's my favorite one off this album. Love it. Tim.
Solid. So my number 4 is going to be the Sweater Song. It's obviously it's one of their biggest hits. I don't know. It was never like a song I enjoyed, but after cramming 14 Weezer albums in a 48-hour period, I really appreciate that it actually, like, there's some interesting stuff going on there, and they pull it off really well. And so I would be remiss if I didn't say it's one of their best songs.
Ba-doom, 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 ba-doom.
Yeah.
I love that opening. I like the crowd noise talk. The one guy just kind of mumbling. I'm really interested to see them try to pull it off live on. What was it?
I'll have to.
You said I'll have to.
Yeah, I'll have to look at my history and figure out which, because I just watched it the other day.
That's awesome.
It was good.
I think that'd be really funny to try to do.
And again, I got to shout out Mount Sharp. His background vocals on this song are awesome.
Yeah, you can tell. That's one of the big differences between green and blue is just the background vocals aren't.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, yeah.
There.
Well, I mean that's kind of a difference between them and the rest of their albums. Almost is to me they almost sometimes they hit very well on their vocals, like the background vocals matching or being crisp and on point. And there's a lot of misses though as they go through.
Yeah.
Let's see what So Fucking Rad's number 3 is.
Oh wow, Undone.
All right. Now, did Ed?
Which is the Sweater Song, right?
Yeah, Undone, the Sweater Song.
Undone. I love how it's undone, but everyone knows it as a Sweater Song.
It's so goofy. Like,
Yeah.
watch me unravel as I walk away. Like, River's lyrics have always been.
It's been weird, but they're fun. He does have he's got a way with his words to make them fun, as long as the music and production.
Yeah.
I think he's probably I'm sure working with him, he's like bouncing off the wall, doing all kinds of stuff, and he needs somebody to rein him in and be like, "This is how you make a good song."
Shout out to Desmond Child.
There you go.
That's kind of what happened with the White Album because he was trying to push it more poppy and Ratitude-esque. The producer, I can't remember who it was, but it was a fan. He was like 19, 20, and he was like, he grew up with Weezer. He knew what the fans wanted. He's like, no, let's do it this way. And I think it's why the White Album sounds the way it does, is because the producer kind of reined Weezer Rivers in.
I guess it's my turn to go first. Let's go with "Tired of Sex" from Pinkerton.
Oh, I thought you were about to say, "Where's my 6?"
Where's my? I'm your. What is it? I'm your daddy. Who's your daddy? Where's your daddy? Something daddy. Father of mine. Whatever.
Can't knock the hustle.
That's right. Tired of Sex. Amazing opening track. I did not pick opening track from my number 1 album because I'm sure someone else has it because it's so popular. So I wanted to give a little love this way. I could pick 2 or 3 different ones from Pink, but I picked this one because I love the.
This ain't the Pink album now. They haven't done a Pink album yet. They need to do a Pink album.
They do.
Yeah. That would make sense, wouldn't it?
So yeah, Tired of Sex. Tim?
Okay. Let me find which album it's on real quick. Because much like you guys, I did try to spread this out a little bit. And so for my number 3, I'm going to go to Make Believe, and I'm going to pick Freak
Beverly
Me
Hills.
Out.
You say Beverly Hills? I'm sorry.
Yeah, oh yeah, all 5 songs. Yeah. No, I'm going Freak Me Out. As I said in the last video, this album was kind of an up and down roller coaster ride for me, and I don't know. It's a Rick Rubin production. He either nails it or it's an up and down kind of thing, and I don't know. Just it's buried towards the end of the album. It doesn't sound like anything else really they've done over 14 plus albums, and I thought they did it well. So I'm gonna go with Freak Me Out.
Okay.
Yeah, I like it. I didn't find out till later that it was about a spider that scared him. And, like, that makes it even better.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's great. Little Boris the Spider vibes.
Jason, give us your number 3.
So my number 3 is not on a main album. It's on the deluxe. And I was kind of going back and forth between this and Mrs. Sweeney. But I ended up choosing Pig. To me, those, like I said in the other video, if they would have been on Red Album, it would have been a lot higher. But it's a witty song. Yes, it's a pig on a farm. But it compares the pig's life to a person's life, going from birth to falling in love, having kids, and then ending with the death. But it's like it's the delivery of the song, because it starts and it builds and builds and has more to it, and there's little hidden nuances in it. So like when he says, "I spent all my time following her around. My friends all made the whiplash sound." And if you hear in the background, you hear somebody go, whoosh. It's a great song.
So the first time I heard that song was today, because I was listening to Red a little bit for what we're doing, and I was like, "What is this song called, Pig?" And we're talking about following somebody. I was like, "Surely we're singing from the point of view of somebody or something here. Not
No, it's
we're
from the
cringy,
pig.
but we're not that bad. We go 18 and plus when it comes to Weezer."
No, it's the life of a pig, because he talks about the farmer giving him food. He thanks the farmer, but then but at the end, like when it like builds, he's like, "Now it's time I die." It's just a really good song. The presentation of the song is what makes it kind of like Miss Sweeney.
Mm-hmm.
Miss Sweeney is a fantastic song too.
I mean, I really want to change out one of mine for Miss Sweeney now, because I really like that song, but we'll say that was.
And I feel like I need to hear it since it's on the deluxe edition.
It's so good. I was very surprised at how it should have been on the album, as Jason said earlier. If it had been on the album, I think that Red Album would have been better off for it. Let's see Sofa King Rad's number 2.
All right, he has Only in Dreams.
Okay, all right.
River said this song is, I'm not going to say it because we might get canceled, but you can't say that like you did back in 2004. But River said his song was dumb.
I know what you're referring to.
All right. Excellent. Only a Dream, great song. I think
That's
a really
a
good
great song. Yeah. Amazing close.
TM number 2.
Well, I'm going to have to go with our Patreon friend here. And my number 2 is going to be Hash Pipe.
Okay. I thought you were only in
Only
dreams.
in
Also, and I was like, damn.
No, I'm going to go Hash Pipe. According to Wikipedia, it's about a transsexual prostitute.
Yeah, that's
So, okay, interesting. Not the message I got from the song, but it's a fun rock song. It's 2001. There wasn't a lot of fun rock songs, and I remember, again, not being a Weezer fan, hearing this one out in the world and being like, yeah, okay, that's cool.
Hey, what do you mean there wasn't a lot of good rock songs? It came up in some feed for me today. Today is the 24th or 23rd anniversary of Papa Roach's. Oh, what's that album called? The one with the roach on it. I can't remember what it's called.
Roach House.
Yeah.
Roach Motel.
Yeah.
This is my last resort. What are you talking about? There wasn't good rock songs.
Well, as a rock fan, I found the late 90s and early 2000s to be lacking.
Sir, I'm afraid to tell you this, but Alien Ant Farm's Smooth Criminal came out in 2001.
Point proven.
You're making my points for me.
God, that song's that old? Shit.
Yeah. You've been hit
Well,
by
technically,
a
the song's
roach
older. The song came out in, what, 87, 88?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that was a good song.
The original, amazing.
No, that whole period, though, and that especially that whole subgenre of rock or whatever, like, never trust a band whose first single is a cover of a hit.
I don't think they did anything else, did they?
Yeah,
they did nothing else.
No, they had another hit. It was I'm giving it a goog because I don't remember.
Oh.
Man in the Mirror.
Dangerous.
Right? Beat it.
No, that's Smooth Criminal.
Thriller.
I think
No,
it was
but all those
Movies.
bands did it. Like, let's see here. So Linkin Biscuit did the George Michael songs. Somebody did Blue Monday. Somebody did like
Who did Blue Monday?
Orgy.
There you go.
Yeah.
Land of Confusion was one of them at one point. Cars. Just a bunch, like, pick an 80s hit and make that your first single, and all of a sudden you're a real band? Nah, I don't buy it.
Can I? I'm gonna tell y'all my this is between us. YouTube listeners, plug your ears. Don't listen to anything. I'd like to tell you though, I don't mind Limp Bizkit's cover of what do they cover? George Michael.
Faith.
Yeah, I don't mind it. I think it's okay.
That's going to TikTok.
I think it's.
I
all right.
mean, you know, I
TikTokers,
prefer
plug your
the
ears.
original.
Well, I prefer the original. Sure, it's the same thing.
I mean,
with
we're
Smooth
not
Criminal.
getting Ed crazy here and saying it's better than the original. Like
No.
Shine Down.
I don't mind it though. It
But no,
surprised
I'm
me
just
coming
saying, like,
from
that one in
Limp Bizkit.
particular, the original's at least good.
Yeah.
I'll say this about Limp Bizkit. Okay, their first album before they blown up, we had a friend named Chris Watson who
I remember that dude.
he would find
Yeah,
weird
Chris.
crap, and he found Limp Bizkit before they blew up. He found Kid Rock before he blew up too. And Limp Bizkit's first album was okay. Like, it was unique, it was different. You know, it was okay. And then comes the Nuki and all the other crap, and that's when I was done. But
And then they did the Who cover of Behind Blue Eyes, but as a heavy metal band, they took out the heavy part.
I didn't even hear that part, or that's that
I
cover.
don't think I heard that one either.
I was done after the Nuki break stuff crap.
Oh yeah.
What,
Yeah, you weren't
didn't get
missing
into the
anything.
chocolate starfish and a hot dog flavor one?
I was done with that. I was past my prime. But I will say though,
That was past my bedtime.
if you watch Limp Bizkit now, the stuff they're putting out now, it's like dad rock, and it's kind of funny. Like I kind of like Fred Durst don't give a fuck now. He's like got the the white hair. It's interesting. Go watch some modern Limp Bizkit. It's pretty funny.
That's hilarious. Jason, give us your number 2 from Weezer, not Limp Bizkit.
My number 2 is Nuki.
That's all right.
Right?
Did it all for the Nuki.
Like, I don't even think I could find 5 Linkin Biscuit songs to like.
We got to stop talking shit, because then one of our Patreons will be like, "Yo, you guys need to do Limp Bizkit."
Oh, I know. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
I don't
So
think they have
sorry.
enough albums. I don't think they meet our minimum.
I don't know how many albums they have.
I would have to phone that one in.
Yeah.
No. That's one we're going to get detailed notes on.
My number 2 is My Name is Jonas. This is just a badass.
There you go. Joe called it.
Period. The choo-choo train left right on time. A ticket cost only a mine. The driver said, "Hey man, we go all the way." Of course, we were willing to pay. And Jonas like kind of plays a part later with the songs in the black hole, but that's another story. It's just a freaking amazing opening song. So is Tired of Sex though, but
Yeah. Limp Bizkit has 7 albums, y'all.
see, shh.
And how many of them have the word y'all in the title?
$3 Bill, y'all, is probably their best album, if I just had to guess off the top of my head. Because that's their first one.
Okay.
My Name is Jonas. I'm sorry, I was reading Limp Bizkit stuff. We got carried away. My Name is Jonas, amazing song. So good.
My name is Kira.
That's right. My number 2 is going to be Buddy Holly.
Are you kidding me?
Where's the Ed is wrong sign?
Oh my god.
What you talking about? I love Buddy Holly.
Oh my lord.
I like Buddy Holly. I like the reference to Buddy Holly and Mary Tyler Moore. It's just a really fun, cool song.
Yeah, the Spike Jones video is good too.
Yeah.
The video's good because
Now,
Spike Jones rules, but
yeah, the video they shoved down your throat whenever we were young, but
Pretend that's Joe.
yeah, it ain't there.
Yeah, I'll flip it around for you then.
You think Buddy Holly's not a good song? Is what you're telling me?
Top 5? No.
Oh, it's definitely a top 5 song.
No.
Absolutely. So good song. That's where I'm at. Number 1 from Sofa King Rad.
Let's see if Sofa King Rad. I can't remember what his top one was.
Buddy Holly.
Oh yeah, I do.
Oh yeah, because he's
It's in the garage.
He's a man of exquisite taste. That's why.
That's a good song.
Yeah.
mm-hmm. Yep.
Jason, what is your number 1?
My number 1 is. I tried to scatter out, but I had to go to Pinkerton on this one. Butterfly.
Almost. We were.
My computer's
We're gonna
jacked up.
pretend y'all see Butterfly. Now is this Crazy Town Butterfly or?
My butterfly. Super.
Which is really just Pretty Little Ditty by the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yeah. Oh, we gotta have Tim on for the Chili Peppers.
Oh, you don't want that. You don't want that.
Is this gonna be like a Soundgarden moment from me?
Worse.
Worse. He hates the Chili Peppers.
I mean, I don't hate them. They have like 3 good albums, though, out of 15?
Well,
Yeah, they
I
got.
don't know if that's a hot take or not. I think that's just kind of the truth.
Well, the 3 I would pick are probably not the ones you're thinking.
He's gonna go with like Freaky Styly.
Oh, yeah, number 1, all the way.
Mo Lift, Uptown Mo Lift Party Plan.
I'd probably skip that one.
One hot minute.
Mother's Milk though is like that,
That's a good one. Yep.
That's good Chili Peppers.
I liked One Hot Minute, and I know not a lot of people did, but
That is a hot take.
Yeah, that's a hot take. I like Flea's song on there. I'm a little pea.
Yeah, that's a good one.
now it's not as good as Mother's Milk, no, but I liked it.
Hey, look, so fucking rad. You get all this extra Chili Peppers
right.
and Limp Biscuit content.
Who knew? All right, so my number 1 is also in the garage.
Motherfucker, let me talk about Butterfly,
I'm sorry.
bitch.
I'm sorry. Your time has been used on Crazy Town.
No. You got the block.
It's a reference. It's a reference to Madame Butterfly, which is an opera, and so Pinkerton. The whole thing is kind of tied to that. I don't know if you guys know the story of who Pinkerton is, and the U.S. sailor. But I'm not going to get into all that. The ending, I told you I would return when the robin makes his nest, but I ain't never coming back. And then it ends with that repeated. I'm sorry. It's almost like he's preparing us for what's coming. It's just a sad, beautiful song. It's a great closing album, a closing track to an album, and the Ataris did a really good cover of it.
I think that's the first time I heard Butterfly was the Ataris cover.
The Ataris version, for the record, is not better than Rivers' version, but Just like to throw that out there. ODD does not support cover bands being over the originals. Ed.
When are you guys doing the covers, best covers song
I don't know.
episode?
We need a band that only has like 3 or 4 albums,
Yeah.
so we can have more time to record.
It wouldn't be Offspring.
Mm-mm. It ain't gonna be Jason Isabel.
It probably won't be Counting Crows because
maybe the Ataris.
Yeah, maybe the Ataris. All right, so my number one is In the Garage.
Oh, I thought you were gonna pick Beverly Hills.
Beverly Hills. That's where
I gotta change my notes.
So I love this song. I always have.
Because you're a nerd.
Because I'm a nerd. It's starting out talking about a Dungeon Master's Guide, even though I've only played D&D twice. Just a cool thing. Talking about Kitty Pryde. Shout out to Elliot Page. Elliot Page will come on the show. Feel free.
Let me ask you this: Is your favorite rock group Kiss?
It is not. Because I
Shout out to Desmond Child.
The whole Knights in Satan service thing. I don't know if we could really follow.
Desmond Childs needs to pay us some money for all this advertising.
This man is advertised.
No, I think we pay him. Is how it works.
Desmond Childs, I'm not paying you.
Write us a new theme song, Desmond Child, for ODD.
Now I got $5. I'll put 5 on it.
Oh yeah, I got the dude looks like a lady single somewhere.
Yeah.
Hey, I got a $3 bill, y'all.
Oh.
This episode brought to you by Limp Bizkit. But yeah, In the Garage. Just as growing up as a nerdy, dorky kid, that song really spoke to me, and so it's my number one. Always has been.
All right,
Tim.
So I'm surprised nobody else has actually mentioned this song. My number one is going to be "Say It Ain't So."
Mm-hmm. Oh, we didn't even talk about that one yet.
Yeah, I know. I'm kind of shocked. Again, as the non-Weezer fan who's been aware of them since, the first album came out, this was always the one that it came on the radio, and I not only didn't mind it, sometimes I looked forward to it. This is a really good song. Yeah, I don't think you're gonna get better than it.
It's the only song really on the Blue album that actually has any kind of, I don't want to say depth, but not happy, lyrics.
Yeah, it's got a couple different song wise. It's got a really catchy chorus with those great guitar lines, but then that bridge part comes in and it's a little wonky, but it works. It's just a great song. And if Weezer is a band that people are talking about in 30, 50, 100, 1,000 years, whatever, this should be the song that they bring up.
Yeah, and I bet it boosted the sales of hacky sacks.
Oh, sure.
200%. Because that video with them hacky sacking, I'm like, I want to learn how to hacky sack.
I was terrible at hacky sack. Real bad.
Because you were too busy playing Dungeons and Dragons in the garage.
That's right. With Kitty Pryde.
Yeah, he's played it twice, but both times were literally 5-year campaigns.
Yeah, no, they were one-offs. We did it one time, one day, and then another day, and that's the extent of my Dungeons and Dragons play. Had a blast, had a lot of fun. If anybody wants to start a D&D campaign, I don't have time for it. I'm sorry.
OD&D.
Yeah, that's right. OD&D. Ooh. Okay. We're thinking here. So, anybody have final words? Anything anybody want to say?
My final words is Sofa King Red. That was a long rant and rank, which puts our recording even longer, which means by the time we get to art, we're probably
this is going to be wild. Have to do the art.
This is going to be a good art one.
It's going to be wild.
So let me pull up my outro here before I get crazy. We appreciate you very, very much, Yarbles. Thank you so much for being a supporter and making us do this, even though it's a lengthy process. Please listen to the playlist that Jason will curate and put somewhere. Something will happen here on YouTube magically.
At the end of the video,
like D&D, magic, and you can magically listen to our top songs. So that'll be a lot of fun.
I'll leave Buddy Holly out of it because everyone's heard that one enough.
I mean, everyone's heard Butterfly and Say It Ain't So and El Scorcho a million times, right?
Keep on partying.
Hash Pipe. Actually, you know
Can't
what?
stop partying, whatever it is.
I think what we should do is just put Crazy Town and Limp Bizkit on
there. and Smooth Criminal.
That's right, Smooth Criminal. Not a bad song by Alien Ant Farm.
Yes, it is.
Alien Ant
Because
song?
It's not by Alien Ant Farm.
Yeah.
They're just playing it.
I think he does a good job. All right. It's not better than the original.
Sign up for the Patreon to see if Joe picks Alien Ant Farm's Smooth Criminal as the top cover song.
I might. Remember to like, share, subscribe, and tell the
Unsubscribe. No, kidding.
And if Jason doesn't edit it out, remember I told you this was going to happen. So please remember to like, share, subscribe, and tell the Tooth Fairy. Now, I know some of you don't believe in the Tooth Fairy, but I met him. It's true. Let me tell you a story. Yeah, let me tell you a story here, kids. So I woke up one night, and there was a man with a pair of pliers standing over me. And he had his hands on my mouth. And I was like, obviously I'm starting to wake up, but he was so beautiful. I mean, he was kind of a portly chap. He had on tighty whities and what looked like those wings you can buy at Spirit Halloween. But I'm sure they weren't. I'm sure they weren't. I'm sure they were real wings because that's what the Tooth Fairy would have, right? So he told me he'd give me a crisp $5 bill for my wisdom teeth. And, who am I to turn down a demigod, right? I mean, yeah. So,
sure.
Yeah, so add a little
What did he give you for your kidneys?
We didn't get the kidneys. Tooth Fairy.
Oh, you got lucky then.
The kidney fairy is a different story completely. That's a whole different person. So, kids, add a little note when you lose a tooth and let my good friend the Tooth Fairy know about ODD. It's been a minute since we've seen each other. Until we see you next time, stay safe. Make good decisions.
Make good decisions. Don't let that Tooth Fairy near your mouth.
You might want to buy an alarm system. I'm just saying. Bye.